Have you ever wondered how it's possible that every single day, millions of pieces of KFC fried chicken are eaten around the world? In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes to discover the secret of the unrivaled flavor and crispy texture that have won over millions. To satisfy such enormous demand, thousands of poultry farms raise millions of chickens. And within each of these stages lies the meticulous process that brings the famous fried chicken to life. Step 1. The magic begins at the poultry farms. Before the chicken reaches the kitchen, its journey starts in a very special setting. The poultry farms. On these farms, thousands of birds are carefully tended to ensure that from the very beginning, each chick has the optimal conditions to grow healthy and strong. In the United States, for example, extremely meticulous processes are carried out. More than 14,000 hens work day after day, laying around 12,000 fertile eggs. The routine on the farms is almost as organized as a great orchestra, where every detail counts, from the arrangement of the nests to the path the eggs take on conveyor belts that carry them to packing rooms. In these rooms, the eggs are sorted with great care. Fertile eggs are positioned with the point facing down so that, when the chick hatches, the air chamber is in the correct place and its first breath can flow properly. Step 2. The wonder of incubation and hatching. Once sorted, the fertile eggs are moved to a modern hatchery. Imagine an enormous space, almost a miniature city, where the ideal conditions provided by nature are perfectly replicated. In this facility, which covers nearly 14,800 cubic meters, up to 1,900,000 chicks are incubated each week. It's a spectacle of precision and efficiency. Inside the incubator, temperature is kept constant and humidity is carefully regulated, simulating the natural environment a hen would provide. For about 18 days, each egg undergoes a process in which the yolk, white, and shell work together to nourish the embryo. Hour after hour, the trays tilt 45 degrees, mimicking the natural movement hens make when turning their eggs. This 3-week period is crucial, the moment when life prepares to emerge. With clock-like precision, workers supervise every stage to ensure everything proceeds optimally. At the end of this process, the eggs move to a hatching line where, almost magically, the chicks begin to break the shell. First, they make a tiny hole with their beak, and then, with determination, they finish the job and finally come into the light. Step 3. Growing on the farms and caring for the chicks. After hatching, the chicks are swiftly transported to poultry farms located less than an hour from the hatchery to ensure the transition is as comfortable as possible. This journey takes place in specially designed trailers, where the chicks travel safely and also have access to high-quality organic feed that helps their growth. Once at the farm, each chick becomes part of a community where every detail of its welfare is overseen. Sheds equipped with heaters keep the temperature at an ideal 35 degrees Celsius, surrounding the birds with warmth and care. The floor is covered with absorbent materials, like wood shavings or straw, providing a soft, clean surface that keeps the environment dry and comfortable. In addition, a carefully calibrated ventilation system ensures a constant supply of fresh air, while avoiding drafts that could harm the birds' health. Here, they receive a special starter feed, presented as tiny, protein-rich crumbs loaded with other essential nutrients. This feed is critical in the first weeks, enabling the chicks to grow quickly and healthily. As days pass, their diet shifts to a grower feed, designed to maximize muscle development and optimal weight gain. Step 4. Transformation at the processing plant. Once they reach the appropriate weight, about 38 days for females and 65 days for males, which weigh around 3 kilograms, the chickens are carefully transported to the processing plant. This is a pivotal moment, for here begins the process that will turn these birds into the iconic pieces of fried chicken. At the plant, the first stage is slaughter, performed rigorously and in full compliance with the highest standards of quality and hygiene. After slaughter, the chickens are immersed in scalding tanks of hot water. This bath not only loosens the feathers, but also prepares the surface of the bird for the next stage, evisceration and cutting. Scalding is carried out with precision, and once the feathers have loosened, the chickens pass through a series of automated machines whose rollers and rubber fingers remove feathers quickly and efficiently. This part of the process is fascinating, blending advanced technology with the artisanal tradition of preparing chicken properly. The machines also remove the viscera, ensuring each bird is clean and ready for cutting. Cutting, though assisted by machinery, still depends on workers' skill and expertise. Each chicken is placed on a cone-shaped holder to facilitate cutting, so the various parts, breasts, thighs, wings, and other pieces, can be separated precisely. This step is key to the chicken later being prepared with the secret blend of 11 herbs and spices that makes it so special. Step 5. The secret of the marinade and perfect breading. Now we arrive at one of the most flavor-packed stages, preparing the chicken with KFC's iconic secret recipe. After the pieces have been carefully cut and inspected to ensure they meet all quality standards, the marinating process begins. Each piece of chicken is submerged in a liquid mixture of water, salt, and a special touch of spices, a prelude to the magic to come. This first bath is fundamental for keeping the meat juicy and imparting a subtle flavor from the outset. Next comes breading, where the chicken is coated in the special flour blend with those 11 herbs and spices. A recipe guarded jealously for decades, breading requires precision and patience. The pieces are dipped and pressed gently, so the coating adheres evenly. The chicken is lifted and flipped about 20 times, ensuring every corner is perfectly covered. This constant movement contributes to the characteristic crunch because it distributes the mix uniformly over the surface of the meat. Once breaded, excess flour must be shaken off to prevent the coating from being too thick. A brief shake is enough to set the crust for the next grand step, frying. Each piece is thoroughly checked. Every detail counts to achieve the flavor and texture that have made KFC fried chicken famous worldwide. Here, tradition meets technology, and Colonel Sanders' recipe becomes an art of culinary precision. Step 6. Pressure frying and the grand finale. We've reached the culmination of the entire process, frying. Just as Colonel Sanders perfected it, the chicken is fried in pressure fryers, a technique that cooks the chicken quickly, evenly, and with incredible efficiency. The pressure inside the fryer ensures heat penetrates uniformly, sealing in juices and yielding a result that's both succulent and crispy. Inside these fryers, the temperature is set to a precise 180 degrees Celsius, and cooking time is kept around 10 minutes. This combination of heat and pressure allows the chicken to absorb less oil, resulting in a crispy product that isn't overly greasy. The pressure frying technique also seals moisture inside the chicken, guaranteeing that every bite is tender and juicy, a real treat for the palate. After emerging from the fryers, the chicken is placed on special trays to drain excess oil. It rests for a few minutes, allowing the crust to set and the internal juices to redistribute evenly. This resting time is vital. It ensures that, when served, each piece has the perfect consistency and the characteristic flavor we all know and love. Finally, the chicken is packed into those iconic buckets that have become synonymous with KFC, keeping the product hot and fresh until it reaches the customer. At this point, all the effort and every detail of the process, from care on the farms to the final touch in the fryer, come together to offer a unique culinary experience. Each bucket is an invitation to savor a culinary tradition full of flavor, history, and dedication. Thank you for joining us on this behind-the-scenes journey. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and share it with someone who might be interested. Now, every time you relish that unmistakable crunch and flavor, you'll remember that behind every bite lies a process filled with technology, tradition, and above all, passion for offering the best. This is the secret that has made KFC fried chicken a true global phenomenon, and it continues to win hearts and appetites in every corner of the planet.